Oh no, another baby boy? Well, that definitely was not in the plans, but at least he looks like a fairly healthy baby boy. Good job, Kokomi, even if he is not, unfortunately, a daughter who can help to expand the Sirens of the Sea tribe. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sirens of the Sea, where we are currently starving as we find ourselves surrounded by predators. I'm pretty sure the large Barina. Okay, so we actually took out the large Barina last time, that's right. And now we have the Barina's child, who we must now try to lure with some berries so that we can have a protective Barina lurking behind us at all times. And we are trying desperately to guide our beautiful sirens with their honey sweet song down the stream over to the edge of the sea, where one of their elders has actually just passed away, having seen fish swimming in the shores, seen all of the clams growing up alongside the sandy banks, even some unexpected berries growing in the sand. And she wants all of her sisters, her nieces, all of the sister sirens to come down and start living by the ocean, mostly so that we can have the waterways at our back and get away from the rogues who have truly been the plague on our poor sirens trying to establish themselves in this tribe. So you guys know from last time, things are getting pretty chaotic. I'm a little bit concerned about where the future is going to go. However, we have started collecting quite a few wanderers such as Duvankir here, and I am thinking that we shall actually try to recruit Tatali. Even though he can't really do a lot, he can at least swim a little bit, so he might be able to help us once we enrapture him. He might be able to come on in and help us with being able to unlock the swimming genes. Speaking of our enraptured males, which are males who have heard the sweet song of the sirens and are now enchanted forevermore to be quite obsessed with them, we have got our very interesting Dukvan here, the blind one, who I'm sure he'll be able to do something useful. He can at least collect. Come over here, Duvankir, and collect up some berries at the least. Oh, and I need that bunny. I need that bunny for food. We really desperately need. Oh, there's so many bunnies for food. Kukui, is it safe? Oh gosh, is there a bird overhead right now? Okay, so I think Kukui can come over here. Get this bunny, get this bunny. It's eating our food. Your sister's gonna come this way. Where'd that bunny go? I know that bunny was just right over here. Come on, Corey. Come and help. Okay, you can't help your auntie find any of the bunnies, but at least we have the bunny meat. And let's have Dukvan here. He can actually guard. Oh, little baby Kosi is sickly. Oh no, I think the sirens might be really merciless with sickly daughters because they are so proud, especially because that sickness can actually infect the rest of the tribe. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. All right, we're gonna have to figure out what to do here, but everything is a mess right now, and we do have a very beautiful and complex society slowly trying to be built up amongst our mini nichelings, but we're gonna have to worry about the beautiful complex society later and just focus on sheer survival for right now. So let's go ahead and have little Mila. She can come over, and can she actually, darn it, so she can't get any food from there. Oh, there's some fish. Garnet, get some fish. Okay, do we have an enraptured male who's good at fishing? Okay, so these two are enraptured. Nudukta and Harpu. So Nudukta is unfortunately sickly. We want to get him away from most of our nichelings. So let me get him over here and away from most of our nichelings. Ricola, let's see, can we, okay, good. She got that fish. We need Harpu to come over, and he can actually work on getting some of these fish because he's good at fishing. And then we actually have to release Kukir. He cannot do anything. We need to make him an Omega. He is descended from Siren lines, so he gets blue gemstones. Very important in the Sirens of the Sea. If I'm not changing gemstones, make sure you guys stay on top of me in the comments down there, because if we lose track of the gemstones, we lose track of the hidden ability for Sirens to be able to pass on the song to their offspring. So let's go ahead and... should I offer 3 food to that guy? Okay, we're going to have to chase away and banish that nicheling and offer 3 food to the friendly Barina while it's still small would allow us to actually But I need a lot more food than that. Fulu is quite ill as well. So Fulu, I don't even know what to do with you. She does have that fishing tail, and I think I was trying to send her after, I think, Kirkir here. Maybe? I can't even remember where I was trying to send her anymore. Okay, he has webbed hind legs. So, alright, now she's pregnant, which may or may not turn out to be a good thing. Mila. Oh, yes. Okay, so Mila. I love you, Mila. Mila was able to destroy that and get some food. Let's see. Can Garnet have the same luck? Unfortunately not. All right, so let's see. We're going to come down over here, and Sand Dollar is going to continue to collect up the nuts to give to his sister Sirens, who he's enraptured to take care of. And Dukvan here, let's see. We'll have little Quace step this way. And Kuvan can actually work on defending her because he's only going to live for like another day or two. Get away from our food! Oh, you jerk, Tatali. I need to enrapture Tatali so that we can control him, or at least get him away from our girls. But everything's going to be really chaotic, so hang in there, guys. We just need to get enough food, and we need to start getting our Sirens down to the sea line, and then we'll be able to really start figuring out what we properly want to do with them. All right, so I'm going to grab that. So, who doesn't come with our Sirens? Well, Kokomi, I feel like, would be a little bit disappointed. She has had 2 children. I think she has had Neuro. Neuro, who's your mom? Okay, let's check really quickly. Neuro's mother is Garnet, actually. Interesting. And what genes do you carry, Neuro? He is a descendant of the Sirens, so he does get the blue icon to indicate that any of his children who are daughters that he possibly has could carry the Siren song. So that's very important. And it looks like... Does he have anything we want? He doesn't really have anything we want. He has healthy, normal eyesight. And his fertility is kind of all over the place. And INC immunity is not bad. But he doesn't really... So he's kind of like maybe a potentially good breeder. So I'm going to go ahead and send him over here. And we're just going to get him in particular started young. And we're going to banish him at a younger age because there's a lot of healthy wandering males around him. So that he might actually find... You know, he might find his way forward. And then I'm going to go ahead and have Riloko start working her way down to her sisters now too. And I'm going to have Kokomi, I think she'll also leave her young son. So we will go ahead and banish him next time. As a way of like releasing him, because Kirkir and Torrent and a few, like there's a bunch of males. We just had another one of our males leave. So I'll say that a whole bunch of the wandering males are kind of swinging by, collecting sort of a bachelor group of nichelings that are leaving the area. And that way we can separate between the two, our females and a whole bunch of these males, a little bit faster. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to start trying to conquer the waterways, and we're going to try to... Maybe, like, I'm tempted to just rush over here and, like, set up on some islands. But what we might do when we have some of our females who want to breed is we might actually send them inland. And they might, like, take over a lake. And they might take over the streams and maybe have a whole bunch of their enraptured sort of defend this zone. And we might use that as a strategic point to kind of dart in, find a mate, and dart back and have a healthy baby. And then kind of like salmon come in from the sea and then swim up freshwater streams so that they can spawn upriver. We might actually have them go ahead and like come back up here, have their babies, and then their babies when they reach adulthood can come down and maybe swim around, and we'll figure it out as time goes on. But we may not just like stick entirely to one spot or the other. Let's see. And I'm kind of tempted. Whoa, look how deep the water goes. I didn't realize the water goes that deep. That's so cool. But I'm definitely tempted to visit each and every one of these little island outposts. And I really want to start working properly on the water genes so that we can get into the water and see what it's like to start swimming. So that being said, important to get the Sirens on their own, which means Fulo. I'm going to go ahead and allow Fulo to kind of step over here and make a nest so that she can possibly have a baby who is a really good water gene carrier. So phew, all right, hopefully All right, Fulo. Normally, we wouldn't keep a descendant of a rogue, but this time around, we're kind of doing that. And we do need to actually banish little baby Kosi, or actually, because she is a sickly female rogue-born child, I think that the Sirens might be even more brutal. They might feed her toxic berries, or even cactus berries, which sounds terrible, but we are going to be more brutal with our Sirens than we have ever been with our nichelings before. And that's because she is a risk. And I think that she would actually be regarded as a huge risk because she is rogue-born, but she's born from the Howlers, by the way, which is the name that you guys have come up with for those hyena rogues. So I very much love that name. The Howlers, who are immune to the Sirens' enrapturing song, and who are quite aggressive and very dangerous. And if you combine howler genes and a young female who can have the siren song together, I think you could end up with something very dangerous, especially if she has an illness that could infect all of the others. So she's actually, unfortunately, a mix and match of genetics that are the most dangerous to the sirens' survival. She might spell the extinction of the sirens if we do not remove her from our presence. So what would happen if you had those kinds of siren song powers, but really, really deadly, dangerous genes? We don't want to find out. All right, so her little protector is now gone. That guy is now gone. Holy moly. Well, our tribe just kind of shrunk in size. But look at her! We have little baby Rala over here, who has beautiful webbed hind legs, nimble fingers. She's got cracker jaw, recessive, C and G immunity, high fertility, beautiful violet eyes. I'm very excited about that little girl. We will possibly give her a sister pretty soon. Let's have Harpu gather up these fish. And then I'm going to have Harpu actually... Well, I gotta wait for this little guy to move. Hey, come back here! I need you to breed with! Oh, dang it. We didn't have a successful breeding, unfortunately. Alright, well, little Kiro is also going to be joining the others. If Kokomi... Can we not interact with him? Hey, you. Hey, you little guy. Come this way. Okay, so we cannot actually have a baby be banished, so we gotta wait. So Kokomi, would you be good to breed? B&G, A&I. I mean, kinda. Torrent might be okay to breed with her. So I'm gonna go ahead. Alright, might as well. Kokomi is kind of interested in having some children too. We just might like hoof it so that they can have children elsewhere. In fact, I might have Kokomi go ahead, and I'm gonna have Kokomi come up here and kind of guard over this little baby. There we go. And then Harpu can continue to kind of swim around and collect up some food. Oh dear, that looks a little threatening, having that baby berry sitting on top of some of our bones. All right, let's see. And Mila, I think Mila was like rogue child born, so we were going to get rid of her, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she is born from a howler. Let's see. So I think we had to get rid of her and Kosi. I kind of like Mila. That's kind of the thing. So I think that Kosi, because she's a sickly one, is too dangerous with howler genes to leave. Like, she might spread a song of sickness, for instance, if we released her. And so corrupted song. And Mila, what to do with you, my dear? Release you? Because I think what here, I'm going to give them like a little red gemstone in the middle if they're siren born, but also like rogue born. So I recognize the difference. Corrupted genes. Well, Mila, I need to do something with you because you can't have the siren genes. You're a daughter, but you can't pass on the song because you're corrupted with your genes. I guess I'll have to, like, release her, but I don't know. I feel like having a daughter with the Sirens' powers, the Sirens would be really unforgiving about. That's a new twist to the story that I just added, so I have to give it a little bit of thought. All right, let's have Sand Dollar gather up some nuts so that we can survive. And yeah, I think that Mace would actually be, like, the most unforgiving when it comes to all of the rogues. Now that we've decided that, Mila... Yep. I think that Mace would be the most unforgiving, and that she would say that Kosi is too dangerous to keep alive, and she would have Kosi maybe, let's see if we can find some poison berries, as terrible as it sounds. Also, Macy actually needs to have a mate of her own pretty soon. So let's see if we can actually find, let's see, where did that other male go? He hoofed it out of here like nobody's business. All right, so Macy, let's grab Kosi. Where is a swamp? There's another swamp on this side. But I think that the verdict would basically be that Kosi kind of has a death sentence on her head because her genes are corrupted. She's also too dangerous. And Mila would be considered too dangerous. We would have, basically, if we had a wandering female, they could take in the rogue children who were not sickly. But I think the Sirens would be even more unforgiving to Kosi. So I think they would start pushing Kosi towards, let's see, Kukui. Let's have you jump to the other side. Yeah, they would start pushing Kosi towards the other side. And then Riloko, I and C, B and C. I like Kirkir's genes is the thing. Riloko, here, you come here. I can't be too picky when it comes to possible males. So thankfully for little Kosi, we got distracted by a guy. And Cory can come over, and I think we'll have Cory start wandering along the edges looking for clams. So this is still kind of a huge mess. So sorry guys. Bear with me. We're just going to focus. We'll focus on what kind of, in fact, that kind of is perfect. So we'll focus on what kind of punishments the rogue-born howler children will have to face for corrupting the Sirens line. I guess if we had rogue-born born amongst the servant females, it would be less important. And we'll have to focus what happens if a rogue is born from a siren line later. For now, Mila is kind of spared. In fact, she might see what Kosi is having happen. And how Kosi kind of has a death sentence on her head for also being a spreader of disease and danger like this. Oh, she's got just terrible genetics. Poor thing. Which is why the rogue should be destroyed, so that they don't cause such poor, sickly children to be born to suffer for no reason. So I think that Mila might actually hide out over here and kind of stay out of everybody's way because she doesn't want to get caught up in the Sirens' fury, which is really rising. I think the Sirens might actually be subject to their own fury from time to time, unable to control themselves as reasonably and as kindly as they should. So let's see what I can do next. All right, so next up, we are going to have Sand Dollar rapidly and very, very vitally go ahead and gather up those nuts. Mila is going to try to save herself by kind of hiding in the shadows over here and eating up that meat. And then we are going to have Mace. She's distracted with attempts to have a child of her own. So now she and her sister Riloko are currently expecting children, which is a very good thing. And we'll go ahead and destroy that berry bush because we're really desperate for food. We have little Kiro, who is still visiting. Oh, and Komi just had another child. All right, Harpu, the Enraptured, is going to look for food that he can offer to the little ones that he has been put in charge of watching over. Kokomi is getting older. Let's destroy that nest. And she is trying her best to kind of defend and watch over the children she has had. Rutakir! Oh man, we need to kind of keep Rutakir like an eye on him. He's amazing! White ram horns, beautiful violet eyes. Oh, I like him. I like him a lot. We're gonna have his little brother come over and just watch him in fascination. Fulo is about to pass away no matter what I do, unfortunately, so I might have her go ahead and discover the other side. Maybe we'll start having the Sirens just take over this spot as well as kind of, like I said, a breeding ground, especially if we could sort of like corner really perfect males, like little Rotakir here. If we could kind of corner him and be like, look at all of this food, and kind of lure them by showing them where all of the delicious food is, that would probably be a good thing. Let's see, do I have a name for a male nicheling listed within your guys? Let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead. A lot of you guys have like female names. Let's see. I'm trying to pick from a male name list, and we're gonna go with gosh, okay, so I'm going to get a friend of mine to help me. Oh, this one's a good one. All right, so Arkit. So this is going to be Arkit, which I really like as a name, actually. And I really like him, and we're going to try very hard to keep a close eye on him. Kiro, he is descended from Siren line, so he gets those little markers. Phew! All right. And hopefully we'll start making sense of all of this pretty soon. Hey, come back here, food! Oh, who's that? Who's that? That's a good male. There we go. Don't mind us. There we go. So Kukui also found a male to be able to mate with. We need to give her those gene mutations soon. Gosh, it has been one thing after another trying to keep up with all of this. And then Kosi is still kind of being guided over here. I guess Corey could go. Geez, like everybody's related to Kirkir now. Just mostly out of our own desperation. All right, and Corey found a little nest, or a little good nest spot possibly, that we can see about having our babies at. So Riloko, I'm gonna have her keep moving. And we have a little bit of food right now. We need to have Arkit hopefully stay close by where we can keep an eye on him. So yeah, what we might do is we might try to find a way to like maybe isolate the male babies who are born who we really like. If we put them on an island, then when we release them as adults, will they stay there or will they go drown? We'll have to find out. Oh, it's kind of interesting to try to push the game to interesting limits as time goes on. But all right, let's see what we can manage to pull off in the final moments. Mila is going to continue with her corrupted siren song to hide in the corners over here and just kind of like hide out, try to just take care of what she can. Mace, let's go ahead. Sand Dollar's still gathering all that food. Mace is going to follow her sister. And I think the sisters are going to start working their way over to the ocean. And then Kukui, I think, has the somewhat tragic responsibility of assisting young Kois in being thrown into the jungles where they will allow the sweet scent of the toxic berries to possibly take her away. So let's see. And then Kori, I might go ahead and let Kori have her baby in just a second. Can I give her any water genes, any water-related genes? Webbed paw, not platypus beak. Oh, I could try giving her child gills. All I need to do is have her swim a little bit more. Geez, Kori, let's get into the water. Let's just have Corey swim for a minute. And then, no, don't drown! Dang it! I thought she could just kind of like dive in there. Okay, so we're not ready for deep water. We need to swim up and down the stream. Got it. Alright, still kind of a mess. Phew. Alright, so let's see. Little Rala is also siren born, so she can go ahead and have those markings. Harpu is going to work on gathering up the fruit. And let's see. Kiro can help out with the fruit as the young little one that he is. Fulo is about to pass away, but she can at least help out with clearing some spots. And Kokomi is unfortunately about to pass away and leave little Rala in charge. Fui, we'll go ahead and destroy the nest that Arkit is on. And then Arkit is going to have to just stay right here. And Rala, I think I will leave right there to kind of keep an eye on everybody. Goodness, this is getting kind of intense. It's a mess. It's an utter mess. Okay, now there's death. Okay, Harpu. Not good. Not good. Got lots of pregnant females. I now have Kosi all grown up and needing, like, I guess I'm gonna have to be even more strict, and like sickly siren daughters probably can't be forgiven and we'll just have to like toss into the waters or something. I have no idea. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna pick up the whole issue of what to do with nichelings who happen to be like rogue-born, and put it to the side for now, as well as the what to do with sickly nichelings. I think that if we had servants, then the servants would help to protect our nichelings. But because we do not, then the servants would take care of the sickly nichelings, but the sirens don't have that kind of empathy, and they don't have that kind of time. Because if you look and see, my friends, you can see how we currently are really struggling on the very, very literal edge of survival, where Nuro here has inadvertently become somebody protecting all of his half-siblings. All right, and let's see. We're gonna grab this bunny, and can't destroy that berry bush, but we can go ahead and destroy this one and get a little bit more food. So Mila is ironically helping the tribe out over there. All right, Sand Dollar's still eating his berries, and here is Tavan. Tavan is a wanderer who we could enrapture to dig things up for us. Hello. He does have poison fangs. He has hemophilia. He has swimming tail. He has big body. I'm gonna leave him alone and not enrapture him because maybe he could go ahead and he could make a good mate. I'm not sure. But Kosi, I don't even know what to do with Kosi anymore. Okay, Kosi, you escaped this time. The Sirens were too busy with all of the chaos, so you escaped this time. I shall just allow her. In fact, I might allow her just to kind of take Tavan as a mate and like disappear into the forest, just like Mila did. So our two rogue-born children escaped this time. All right, let's see. And we're going to have Kori jump up here. She's waiting for all of her sisters, who I'm going to have do a little bit of swimming on their way to join the rest of the family. Because hopefully, are we really close? I'm really hoping we're like super close to unlocking a new gene. How close are we, Kukui? We are literally just 4 swims away. 4 swims away, and then we can unlock a new gene, guys. Which would be very exciting. And I think we have gathered up some of the sirens that we have. Okay. Harpu is now dead. He has been taken out by old age and a predator, I think. And then I need to keep an eye on Rala over here. And she is going to have to release Kiro, who unfortunately, due to the rules, I cannot move or have him do anything for a little bit. Alright, Arctic. Oh, he's got fishing tail. Okay, so unfortunately I cannot do anything with Kiro because I do have to release him at some point in the future. And then can I do a little bit of exploring? Mila's gonna jump around and do a wee bit of exploring. And then Kosi escaped. So Kosi has escaped, and she has even, found a nest of her own. But Kosi has actually escaped from, with her corrupted genes and everything. And we'll work on that in the future. It's really hard to keep track of everything at the moment. All right, but let's see if I can actually manage to pull off unlocking that very last gene that I need. Did we do it? Yes, we did it! Okay! Okay, we did it, my friends! We did it! Kukui! Come over here, my dear. Go ahead, set up your nest, because we now have gills! We can give her gills to give to her children, which would just change everything and make me so happy. And while we're here, let's also give them maybe nimble fingers, or claw even, so we can do some fishing. And then down here, let's have Mace go ahead and get nice and cozy. She can do some fishing. Darn it, I thought she had another move. But we can start having some proper water body genes. Oh my gosh. All right, note to self. It takes a little while to set up some of the rules that we make, but at least once I do this, I will forever have the sirens and their rules and how to have sirens and how to create sirens of the sea pinned down. So thank goodness. All right, guys. Well, we can now welcome in the very first proper genes. Fingers and paws crossed that Kukui's first child will be a gill-bearing little one and hopefully a little girl. The answer is a girl! A beautiful girl who does not actually have gills, but oh my gosh, she's going to be named Pearl. Is she ever gorgeous? And what kind of genes does she have? All right, this is Pearl. And she has absolutely nothing related to fishing. That's fine. The child cannot fish. The child can at least gather a few berries. But she's not ready for the waters just yet. Not ready for the waters just yet. But we'll get there, guys. We're actually making quite a bit of sideways progress, even though I know it doesn't look like it. Our tribe may have shrunk. We may be down to just 1 or 2 enraptured males. But the good news is, hidden away over here, we now have little Marius. So little Maris might actually be part of the shadows for a little while, and we'll have to see if she gets brought back into the Sirens of the Sea when one day they wander by the swamp and they hear a song, a tentative little song coming from a mysterious nicheling bearing siren genetics. All right, well, we're working on it. We're working on it, and I think we're making some finally good progress at figuring out where we're going to go. The trick is really going to be making sure we don't run out of males, but that's kind of what the journey for our females, to sort of find a male and then not really like lose track of him, the challenge is. And we might try out conquering an island or two and seeing if we can keep someone nearby, or even seeing if we can keep somebody like Quirky nearby, because he'll just chase fish in endless circles as long as we school the fish too. So all right guys, chaotic, messy, clinging to the edge of survival, but it's quite the adventure, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Why did I pass a day? Oh my, what the heck just happened? What? Oh dear.